From the bustling streets of New York City to the silver screens of Hollywood, yellow cabs have become more than just transportation. They're cultural icons that tell the story of American urban life. Today, we're counting down the top 15 most iconic yellow cabs in American history, from legendary movie vehicles to real-life taxi legends that changed the game forever. Some carried celebrities, others made history, and a few even saved lives. Buckle up as we take a ride through taxi history. Number 15, the original yellow cab. Starting at number 15, we go back to where it all began. In 1907, John Daniel Hertz founded the Yellow Cab Company in Chicago, choosing yellow because it was the most visible color from a distance. This wasn't just marketing genius. It was based on a University of Chicago study that proved yellow was the easiest color to spot on busy streets. That first fleet of yellow Model T Fords revolutionized urban transportation and established a tradition that would spread across the globe. Without this humble beginning, none of the cabs on our list would exist. Number 14, the cash cab. Number 14 takes us to television history with the cash cab. This modified yellow taxi turned game show on wheels entertained millions of viewers from 2005 to 2017. Host Ben Bailey drove unsuspecting passengers around New York City while they answered trivia questions for cash prizes. What made this cab iconic wasn't just the show's popularity, but how it transformed the simple concept of a taxi ride into must-see TV. The cab featured cameras, lights, and enough technology to rival a TV studio, proving that yellow cabs could be more than just transportation. Number 13, Tony Banta's cab from Taxi. At number 13, we salute the yellow cab from the beloved sitcom Taxi that ran from 1978 to 1983. While multiple cabs appeared throughout the series, they represented something deeper, the dreams and struggles of working-class Americans. The show's garage became as iconic as the cabs themselves, and characters like Tony Banta, played by Tony Danza, made driving a taxi seem both noble and heartbreaking. These fictional cabs helped humanize taxi drivers in popular culture and showed America that behind every cab was a person with dreams, hopes, and stories worth telling. Number 12, the taxi from Scrooged. Number 12 brings us holiday magic with the taxi from 1988's Scrooged. Bill Murray's character takes a wild ride through New York City in a yellow cab that becomes part of his Christmas transformation. What makes this cab memorable isn't just the movie's popularity, but how it captured the chaos and energy of New York during the holidays. The cab scenes perfectly embodied the crazy pace of city life, while developing character in this modern Christmas classic. Number 11, the pregnant woman's emergency cab. At number 11, we honor the countless yellow cabs that have served as emergency vehicles. One of the most famous cases occurred in 1991 when taxi driver Mohammed Khalil helped deliver a baby in his cab during a snowstorm that had paralyzed New York City ambulances. His quick thinking and compassion saved 2 lives that day. This represents thousands of similar stories where yellow cabs became lifelines during emergencies, proving that these vehicles are more than just transportation. They're part of the city's emergency response network. Number 10, the 911 Hero Cabs. Number 10 takes us to one of America's darkest days. On September 11, 2001, dozens of yellow cab drivers became heroes, driving toward danger instead of away from it. They evacuated people from Lower Manhattan, transported injured victims to hospitals, and provided free rides to those fleeing the area. Many drivers, like Bangladeshi immigrant Salim Hossain, refused payment and worked tirelessly to help others. These cabs represent the courage and community spirit that emerged from tragedy, showing how ordinary vehicles can become symbols of extraordinary humanity. Number 9, the taxi from Taxi Driver. Coming in at number 9 is the 1975 Checker Marathon from Martin Scorsese's Taxi Driver. Robert De Niro's character Travis Bickle drove through the mean streets of 1970s New York in this yellow cab that became a symbol of urban alienation and social decay. The film's impact on American cinema was enormous, and the taxi itself became iconic, representing not just transportation, but the isolation and anger simmering beneath the surface of city life. This cab didn't just drive through New York, it drove through the American psyche. Number 8, the first hybrid taxi fleet. Number 8 represents progress with New York City's first hybrid taxi fleet introduced in 2005. Led by Mayor Michael Bloomberg's initiative to make NYC taxis more environmentally friendly, these yellow Toyota Priuses and other hybrid vehicles marked a turning point in urban transportation. They proved that iconic yellow cabs could evolve with the times, reducing emissions while maintaining their cultural significance. These cabs paved the way for the electric and hybrid fleets we see today, showing that tradition and innovation can coexist on city streets. Number 7. The Checker Marathon Era. At number 7, we celebrate the Checker Marathon, the quintessential yellow cab that dominated American streets from 1956 to 1982. Built specifically for taxi service, these robust vehicles were designed to handle the punishment of constant city driving. With their distinctive tall profile and spacious interiors, checker cabs became synonymous with New York City taxis. They appeared in countless movies and TV shows, making them perhaps the most recognized taxi design in history. When the last checker rolled off the production line in 1982, it marked the end of an era in American automotive and taxi history. Number 6. The Celebrity Chase Cabs. Number 6 takes us into the world of celebrity culture with the yellow cabs that have been part of countless paparazzi chases and celebrity sighting. From Madonna hailing a cab in the 1980s to more recent celebrity taxi adventures, these cabs have been unwitting participants in pop culture history. One famous incident involved actor Shia LaBeouf's public meltdown in a yellow cab in 2017, which was captured on video and went viral. These moments show how yellow cabs serve as stages for both ordinary and extraordinary human dramas in the public eye. Number 5. The Taxi from Coming to America. At number 5, we have the taxi from the 1988 comedy classic Coming to America. Eddie Murphy's character, Prince Akeem, experiences American culture through rides in New York yellow cabs, with one particularly memorable scene involving a robbery attempt. The cab serves as a perfect metaphor for the American dream, diverse, chaotic, and full of unexpected encounters. This film helped cement the yellow cab's role in immigrant stories and cultural assimilation narratives that define the American experience. Number 4, the record-breaking marathon cab. Number 4 celebrates a real-life legend, a 1975 Checker Marathon that accumulated over 1 million miles in taxi service in New York City. Driven by multiple drivers over its career, this cab became famous for its incredible durability and longevity. The vehicle was eventually retired to the Smithsonian Institution, recognizing its significance in American transportation history. This cab proves that some yellow taxis transcend their utilitarian purpose to become genuine historical artifacts, representing the hardworking nature of American urban life. Number 3, the taxi from Night on Earth. Coming in at number 3 is the Los Angeles yellow cab from Jim Jarmusch's 1991 film Night on Earth. While the movie featured taxis from around the world, the LA segment starring Winona Ryder and Jenna Rowlands created one of cinema's most memorable taxi rides. The cab becomes a confessional booth on wheels where strangers share their deepest secrets during a nighttime journey. This film elevated the taxi from mere transportation to a sacred space where human connections are formed, showing the profound intimacy possible within the confines of a yellow cab. Number 2, the Joni Mitchell taxi. At number 2, we honor the yellow cab immortalized in Joni Mitchell's 1970 song Big Yellow Taxi. While not a specific physical cab, this musical tribute became one of the most famous references to yellow taxis in popular culture. The song's environmental message, "They pave paradise and put up a parking lot," used the taxi as a symbol of urbanization and environmental concern. The song has been covered countless times and remains relevant today, proving that yellow cabs can serve as powerful metaphors for broader social issues. Number 1, the Travis Bickle Checker. And at number 1, we return to what many consider the most iconic yellow cab in American history, the 1975 Checker Marathon from Taxi Driver. This isn't just about the vehicle itself, but about its cultural impact that continues decades later. The cab represented the dark underbelly of urban America in the 1970s and became a symbol of social alienation that resonated with audiences worldwide. The vehicle was actually a fleet of identical cabs used during filming, but they collectively created one of cinema's most enduring images. The famous mirror scene, "You talking to me?" took place in this cab, creating a moment that transcended film to become part of American cultural DNA. What makes this cab truly iconic is how it influenced not just movies, but real conversations about urban life, mental health, and social isolation. It spawned countless imitations and references in other films and TV shows. The cab itself became so famous that replicas are still displayed in museums and private collections around the world. This checker marathon didn't just drive through New York City streets, it drove through the American consciousness, making it our #1 most iconic yellow cab in American history. From the very first yellow cab in 1907 to the Hollywood legends that captured our imaginations, these 15 iconic vehicles tell the story of America itself. They've been witnesses to history, stars of entertainment, and lifelines during emergencies. They've carried immigrants chasing the American dream, celebrities fleeing paparazzi, and ordinary people living extraordinary moments. What makes these cabs truly special isn't just their yellow paint or their role in transportation, it's how they've become woven into the fabric of American culture, serving as symbols of opportunity, freedom, and the constant motion of city life. They represent democracy in action, where anyone, regardless of background, can hail the same yellow cab and be taken wherever they need to go. As we move into an era of ride-sharing apps and autonomous vehicles, the traditional yellow cab faces new challenges, but their cultural impact is permanent. They've taught us that sometimes the journey is more important than the destination, and that within the confines of a taxicab, strangers can become friends, stories can be shared, and lives can be changed. The next time you see a yellow cab on the street, remember that you're not just looking at a vehicle. You're seeing a piece of American history that has carried millions of dreams, stories, and hopes through the streets of our cities. Thanks for joining us on this ride through taxi history. If you enjoyed this countdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more fascinating stories about American culture and history. What's your favorite yellow cab moment from movies or real life? Let us know in the comments below. And remember, in America, everyone deserves a ride to their dreams, even if it's just in a yellow cab.